Howdy folks, and welcome back to Pacific Drive. I hope you're all having a good weekend, or at least a better one than I'm having. I'm in hospital tomorrow, Easter Sunday, for my colonoscopy, which means today I can eat nothing, I can only drink water, and thanks to the laxatives that I'm on, that water comes out the other end as quickly as it goes into the... So, today's all kinds of fun. But I hope you're having a good one, and welcome back to Pacific Drive. So we're heading to Sium again in order to... You know what, I have no idea. Some science shit. Whatever. Stabilising a way through. To the mid-zone. That was it. I've no idea how I'm going to do that. I'm just relying on the voices on the radio. Looks like a science trailer in the woods off to the right. Not seeing anything. What is that? Oh, bollards. Bollards are an anomaly. They're basically columns of rock that pop up out of the ground, and there is some bollard activity around here. But I have a new thing: side-mounted floodlights. I just can't figure out how to turn them on. They don't come on when you turn the headlights on. As you can see, the headlights are on, but the floodlights are not. So how do they work? I mean, the floodlights are definitely on. Oh, I've got a new hood ornament as well. I might have to Google this. First I'll try taking them off and putting them back on again. It's like the mechanical version of turning it off and turning it on again, but no, that didn't work. One swift visit to Google later, it's actually embarrassingly obvious. All of the special abilities are activated from this panel here, like the handbrake and the side floodlights, which I've now assigned to the F key. So pressing F now turns on the side floods. How about that? They are pretty bright, because I've lost track of the number of times. I mean, you can see how dark the woods are on the other side there. Oh, another new thing. Relightable flare? People were saying in previous videos that when I'm out at night it's too dark for them to see what's going on, and while it's not really an issue for me, I appreciate on YouTube it's a different matter. So yeah, relightable flare. Flare you can turn off and then turn on. Ooh, radiation over there, should probably avoid that. So this is a science trailer, and in science trailers you can usually find hazardous material lockers. Yep, there's one. You're going to need the pry bar to get it open though. The reason I'm looking for hazardous materials lockers is because that's where you find chemicals and things like gas cartridges. Good stuff. Doesn't seem to be... Oh wait, no, there's a trash can here with, well, trash in it, but it's useful trash. I think that's about it. The relightable flare, by the way, it doesn't last any longer than a regular road flare, but you can't turn a regular road flare off. These ones you can, so you get a bit more use out of your light sources. Man, those side floods are really, really good. I'd like to get a set for both sides, but I'm going to need to unlock another... What's that? That's a new sound. I'm not sure I like it. But yes, each side rack and seat rack and roof rack requires the expenditure of energy in order to unlock. So while I have the blueprint for the side mounted floodlights, I need to spend energy unlocking another side rack before I can equip a set on both sides. But they are really useful, because when you're driving along, I mean, look at that. Compare the view on one side to the other. You can barely see anything out the right hand side at night, but the left side is just lit up like a Christmas tree. They're great. Turning them off right now though, I might want to conserve battery power, because holy shit, they drain the battery. Yeah, it might have been a good idea to invest in some battery upgrades before investing in something that drains the battery like nobody's business. There's a stable exit in this zone, by the way. This isn't Sium, but this is the Highway to Sium, and the junction conditions here are anomalous clouds. I think I found an anomalous cloud. Best to drive around it, I think. I can't remember the exact name of that thing, but it zaps you if you drive through it. Not always a bad thing. Oh shit! What the bunnies? Oh yeah, this was another one of the junction conditions here. The Warrens means you get a lot more of these bunnies. There's all kinds of different types. Some of them are actually beneficial. These ones not so much. Wait, what's that noise? What the hell is that? What is that? A can opener. It's like a buzzsaw drilling its way through the ground. Look at that. Shit. Yeah, I want to stay away from that thing, definitely. Oh, another pneumatic tube. I'll have this. Oh, a dumpster pearl. What's a dumpster pearl? I don't know why I'm getting excited. It's not the first time I've found one. But I don't appear to be able to do anything with them just yet. Anyway, another hazmat locker. We'll have the stuff. Backpack over here. Just fabrics. I mean, I'm taking them. They're all useful. Rubber. Rubber's very good. Anything in here? Yeah. I mean, it's all useful stuff. Right. So, back to the car. I mean, I'm not actually at Sium yet. This is just the junction that I took on the way there. Get rid of these things. I don't know if they're going to reattach to the car if I drive through them, but let's not take the chance. Actually, I wonder if I can salvage them? Whatever. So, you can stay the hell away from that can opener. Oh, there's a storm closing in on the map. Okay. Can I make it to the stable exit without running into the storm? It's going to be worth a try. Watch out for that can opener. That's likely to do serious damage to the car. I can't remember what the name of that fog anomaly is, like a shocking mist or something like that. I'm wondering whether or not I can risk. I mean, there's two stability anchors in this zone. I could kind of use the energy, but I'm going to wait for that thing to pass. Okay, it's moved off to the right. Let's get over before it comes back. I mean, it's handy that it leaves that sort of glowing red line on the ground so you can see where it's going to go, or where it's been. I don't know what kind of storm this is. I mean, sometimes a storm is just a storm, which does present its own... Oh shit, there's an abductor up ahead. Yeah, it doesn't look like an angry abductor, so it probably doesn't have that huge an aggro radius, but if it does latch onto the car, it'll try and drag me into the gaseous anomalies. Looks like some radiation off to the right as well, which I'm probably... Oh, there's another can opener ahead. Come on, let's get through. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's moved off to the left of the road. We can go through. We're good. I want to hang around in the radiation longer than I need to. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, storms. Yeah, sometimes a storm is just a storm. You know, wind, rain. Although if the winds get particularly bad, they can actually blow the car off the road. Sometimes, however, it's not a regular storm. Sometimes it's an instability storm. There's no way of knowing until you're in it. I think it's going to bypass me to the south. heading right for the stable exit, which is where I need to be. I think one of the broken bunnies turned the radio on. They'll do that. They hit the car and they play haywire with the electronics. Storm's on the way, and the weather's definitely picked up. I suspect it's probably just a regular storm, but I won't know for sure until I'm in it. At which point, of course, it's way too late. I'm right next to a stability anchor, though. Could use the anchor energy. But I've got this nasty habit of getting sidetracked. Let's take a look. I mean, it's not that far off. This is exactly the kind of situation where something like an anchor radar would have come in handy. It's a handheld tool that points you in the direction of the nearest anchor. You see, when you're in the car, you can see which direction the stability anchor is, but the second you step out, you no longer have the GPS. What's this? I've got a tower. Take a look. Oh, that looks radioactive. Yeah. Well, that was the tower on the map. The stability anchor wasn't that far from it. Just keep an eye open for a sort of yellow, orangey glow. No, you'll recognise it when you see it. Around here somewhere. There it is. You can see I wasn't going to drive up here. The car would never have made it. The problem with picking these anchors up is you're continually subjected to a dose of low-level radiation, so I'm going to take damage. Also, stability anchors, well, they do exactly what they say on the tin. They anchor the stability of the area around them, and when you unhook the power supply, it can have unexpected consequences in the immediate area, but it doesn't seem that bad. And while you never, unless you're carrying an anchor radar around in your hand, know exactly the way to... oh shit, bollards. Yeah. You always know the way back to the car. If you look up the top left, next to the health bar and the radiation meter, you'll see distance, bearing, or an arrow pointing in the direction of the car. That's not the car. Do I really want to stop and... why not? I'm here, isn't it? I'm not taking that much radiation damage. The car's only 40 meters away. There it is. Oh, this is bad. This is... I don't even know what those... oh shit. Okay, I don't know what they were, but I can see what they do. Let's get the hell out of here. Actually, the car caught a bollard. But those bursts of light and steam coming out of the ground, looks like, yeah, the storm just passed right over me. So it was just a regular storm. Or, I don't know, maybe all of that. You know what, I don't know. Either way, I'm fine. The car hasn't taken a lot of damage. I should probably turn the headlights on so I can actually see where I'm going. And we got the stable energy, so it's all good. Can still hear some bollard activity around me, breaking out of the ground. So I'm not quite out of the, woods yet, so to speak. But I don't appear to be in any immediate danger. What's going on with the headlights? They keep flickering. Oh shit, more bunnies. Oh, you little bastards. See what they do with the car's electronics? You have to stop and get them off. Oh, that's a really bad sound. The zone alarm's going off. Oi, come back here with my car, you little bastard. Yeah. The zone is closing in. That's the zone alarm letting you know you need to get out of the zone fast. Right, so I was going to head for that second stable anchor, but it's right the direction where the zone's closing in from, so I just need to get out of here. The stable exit of the highway that takes me to Sium, which is where I need to be, is kind of down to the south. Now, the road, I mean, as far as this is actually a road, does take me there, but it goes around the hills to the south. However, if you look at the gradients on the map, there's a saddle of low ground between those two hills. It'll save me a lot of time. It does, however, involve going off-road. And this car is not really set up for going off-road. But this is going to save me, well, it'll save me some time as long as I don't wreck the car on the way. And I mean, this isn't even a particularly steep incline, and this car's really struggling. The engine doesn't have the torque and the tyres don't have the grip. I managed to salvage a summer tyre. I can't remember where I found it. I think it was in the trunk of a car wreck on the side of the road or something. So I've got one summer tyre, the rest are all spare tyres, and they've basically got no grip. I think I should have stuck to the road. It's not getting me anywhere fast. Top tip, by the way, invest in off-road tyres as soon as you possibly can. You start off with spare tyres that are, well, basically rubbish. Then you upgrade to summer tyres, which are not that much better. Oh great, I'm in a bollard zone and there's radiation off to the right. Oh, whose bright idea was it to go off-road? But off-road tyres are amazing. They're as good on roads as summer tyres, I think, but off-road they're just incredibly good. Even if you've got a low torque engine like this, the off-road tyres make a world of difference. It took me a depressingly long time to figure that one out. I'm going to be getting by on spare and summer tyres for a while yet. But yeah, learn from my mistakes. I can see the junction up ahead. Get yourself off-road tyres unlocked and equipped as soon as you possibly can, because they are amazing. At least until you get to the inner zone, which is really rough on your tyres. But abductor. Oh shit. And I can't open it. No, I think I'm good. Oh shit, I'm not good. I'm not good. Oh, that wasn't good at all. Oh no, did I? I think I'm alright actually. I think I just dodged the can opener and then drove into the wreck. Oh great. That's damaged the headlight, the hood, and the front right panel. All things considered, it could have been worse. I've made it to the junction, and I did it before the zone closed in. So now, on to Sium, which is currently experiencing perpetual stability. I like the sound of that.
There's a whole lot standing between where we are and the deep zone. Like another wall, and the entire mid-zone for starters. It's not as simple as driving there. We can't control the instability any more than we can control the weather. At the height of LIM R&D, thousands of us lived and worked here in the zone. So we built LIM stabilizers to make certain sectors and roads a little more predictable than others. It was the only way we could operate as a live research compound despite the instability. And yes, the same technology that destabilized the landscape in the first place. LIM technology was always a double-edged sword from the beginning. We're going to put those stabilizers to work and clear you a path. The old observation towers surrounding Sium ought to have a map of the stabilizers in that sector. Mind swinging by and finding one?
Well, I'd be lying if I pretended that I understood a word of what Oppy just said, but find a map. Okay, that much I can do. Right. Okay, there are two. Hello, what's that? That's new. Not seen one of those before. But I think we're going to drop by this stable anchor first and grab that. The junction's just closed behind me, so I mean this isn't exactly a one-way trip. I hope not. Yeah, the conditions are all right. What sort of hazards are we going to find here? I mean, I've been to Sium before. This is where Old Cappy is, the massive anomaly in the centre of town. I seem to recall there being a lot of radiation around here, or at least near Old Cappy. Sizzling mist, that thing up ahead. I just remember what it was called. The blue clouds. Yeah, you don't drive through those. Ah, and there's a left-right up ahead as well. Trying to get around that. That's another electrical anomaly. There it is. There's the anchor. Okay. Right, this should do. Perpetual stability, huh? Well, we're going to see about that. Oh, the tourist. Actually, there's a couple of tourists. You know what? Light a road flare. And this should get rid of them. Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, let's dump everything in my backpacks. You can actually just press the... I didn't realise this at the time, but you can just press the T key and it dumps all of the resources from your current container into, well, in this case, the trunk. First aid kit. Yeah, I'll take a first aid kit. I have actually taken a bit of damage. I should probably hold it, yeah, in order to actually be able to use it. There we go, that's better. Right. Still got a couple of charges, don't need it. We'll dump it back in the trunk. Okay, I think we're good. Let's grab that anchor energy. And see what happens. Hopefully nothing. Yeah, actually, we're good. That was uneventful, just the way I like it. So, do we now have enough energy to make it out of the zone? We do. See the orange bar on the energy meter? We've got enough. I could activate an exit. Not going to, of course. There's a thing I need to do here. So let's get back to the road. And let's investigate that. I don't know what it is. There's a sort of... Oh, there's another left-right up there. Oh, shit. Nope, don't drive into that. Let's go around it. Yeah, there's a sort of... there's an icon on the map I haven't seen before. Sort of greeny blue. Is that the observation tower? It's probably the observation tower I'm supposed to be looking for. To find the map of... I've already forgotten what... I've already forgotten what it was. It was supposed to be a map of, but it's where I need to be going, so we'll go there. Yeah, this is actually quite a pleasant drive. Although I've just noticed I'm running low on fuel. I've got half a tank, so I'll just top up from the spare fuel can. Although I've got a large fuel can in the trunk as well, so I'm not actually in trouble as far as fuel's concerned. And that'll do to top off the can. Right, is that anything? No, it's just a... I thought maybe it was a... Sometimes you'll find fuel cans just... or fuel drums just lying around, and you can top off your fuel can from that. That, however, was not one of them. It's just an obstacle. Okay, so fuel's good. Battery, not so much. I really shouldn't have used that side floodlight earlier. Not something you really want to use unless you've got a better battery. Or a way of recharging it.
The towers are locked up tight, but you can tighten up security protocols all day, only for one disgruntled employee to program in his name for fun and mess it all up. Anyway, the overload code is 4735. Find that stabilizer map and scan it for me.
Oh boy. I was assigned to clean these towers out every time the guards rotated. And things I saw. Let's just say that keeping a watch on Sium day in and day out did not make for a good time. I didn't envy those guards one bit.
Right, we're here. There's old Cappy on the other side of the tower. I mean, it's an observation tower. It was obviously put here in order to keep an eye on the massive anomaly in the centre of Sium. So, door's going to be locked, but Oppy gave me the code. There we go. Oh, stuff. Mostly just cloth, but I'll take it. I'm looking for a map. Oh, that's probably it, but what? Oh, a transmuter. Turns gears into road flares. No, I'm not going to bother with that. See if there's anything else in here I can pick up first. We'll salvage the receiver. Yeah, why not? Get some electronics, maybe some plastics. Copper wire is always useful. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay. The map.
I got it. I'm overlaying the map with the available routes near you. There you go. Found 3 sector stabilizers that'll do the job. They're not too far, so I've added the location to your route. The access road will lead you straight there once you're ready.
What access road? Oh, that access road. Okay. I think I'm going to swing by, because it's on the way, and pick up the stable energy. Not just because, I mean, I need stable energy to unlock stuff at the fabricator, but I have enough energy at the moment to open an exit from the zone that I'm in. But different zones require different amounts of energy. And wherever that exit leads to may require more energy to open an exit portal. And I won't know how much energy I need to open an exit portal in the next zone until I get to the next zone. So, pick up the energy on the way. Well, on the way, and the weather's turned shitty again. I've run into a storm. Not the kind of storm that appears on your map, but it's not particularly pleasant. The next anchor, though, should be... Yep, there it is. Right off the side of the road. Well, that was convenient, wasn't it? So we're going to grab that. I'm going to park up here with the passenger door where the arc receiver is. So I can just grab it and pop it straight in. The car's actually in reasonably good shape. Get the door open, ready to go. Got it. Nothing disastrous happened. I do like... Oh shit. What the hell is that? What is that? A Minuteman. What's a Minuteman? Oh god. Nothing disastrous happened, he said. Left, right's appearing everywhere, and you know what? Let's not find out the hard way what a Minuteman is. But I do not like the look of it. It's definitely some kind of electrical anomaly. Ooh, 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 ooh. That, it just popped up in front of me. Oh, I'm not having this. Please don't be on the road. Okay, the left rights are on the road, but the Minuteman... Where did he go? What? I don't even know what it is. Let's have a quick look. Minuteman. Blah 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 blah. Write this down. More anomalies capable of electrogenesis, producing enormously dangerous. You know, I'm finding that these descriptions of the anomalies do everything but tell you exactly what the bloody anomaly does. And I saw the word dangerous in there, so I'm not messing around and finding out. I don't think I can get around to the right. There's a sort of... I don't know if the car can actually make it up here. No, it can't. Oh, bollocks. The left-right actually covered the whole of the road. I couldn't drive off to the right. I might have to just take the chance and go through it, because I'm not going off-road to the left. Oh, yeah, this is less than good. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Okay. Well, that could have been worse. Right, okay. Took some damage, but we're still on track. Oh, can opener. Yeah, I'll let that thing go by. Definitely not messing around with one of those, thanks very much. Okay, it's safe to pass. So we're heading for the exit to the next zone. Oh, that looks really bad. More left, right, and there's something buzzing around in the woods over there. Let's not find out what that is. So this is the downside, of course, of ripping up all the stability anchors in the current zone. Ah, bollocks, what did I just hit? I've wrecked one of my panels. Yeah, you rip up the stability anchors and, well, things get a lot less stable. But we're almost there. The exit's not that far away. And it's like the further I get away from where I uprooted the stability anchor, the more stable things get. I'm going to have to go to work with the repair pulley once I... you know what, I'm going to do it now. Things are quieting down. Right. Oh. I don't have any repair putty. I did pick up a mostly used blowtorch earlier. I could use that to do repairs, but I want to save that for emergencies, and I can actually make some repair putty here because I picked up a bunch of chemicals and stuff, so listen to it. So that panel is basically screwed. Now, what I didn't notice at the time is that there's more problems with that panel than first appeared. When you're looking at a component, if there's an X next to it, it means there's a problem that needs fixing. I didn't notice it at the time, but when you get in the car and you look at the car display, if there was a yellow diamond over the wheel. This summer tyre, if you scan it, is loose, which I can fix with the mechanics kit. However, it's also bald, and you can't fix that. The tyre's basically worn out. Now I have a mechanics kit so I can actually fix this and continue driving without the wheel falling off. But there's nothing you can do about fixing a bald tyre. You just have to replace it. The components on the car can just wear out, and no amount of repairs will keep them going. Fragile panel, for example. I mean, it still works, but it's much more susceptible to taking damage and developing faults. So the best thing that you can do is just scrap it and replace it with a new one. Which is what I'm going to have to do with that bald tyre. Which is a bit of a bummer because it's the best tyre that I currently have in the car. It's a summer tyre. The other three tyres are all spares and they're terrible. But they're better than a bald tyre, even if it's a bald summer tyre. So I'm just going to have to replace it. Did I mention off-road tyres are amazing? Anyway, on to the next zone, which is completely unknown. It didn't appear on my junction map.
The woods there can be a bit of a maze. If you get lost, follow the pipes. The limb tech and those stabilizers ran so damn hot, only more limb tech could contain it from complete meltdown.
So, there are 3 stabilizers in this zone that I need to link. I don't know what a stabilizer is. I wouldn't know whether it swings from the trees, swims in the ocean, or arrives in a taxi, but there are 3 of them, they're marked on the map, and if I get lost I can always follow those pipes by the side of the road. The bad news is that a quick glance at the map reveals a complete absence of any stability anchors for me to harvest in this zone.
It's my turn to give you an explanation about the mass hallucination event that Tobias and Francis were going on about. But don't worry, I won't be nearly as long-winded, because there honestly isn't much that we know about it. It happened on the morning of September 14th, 1961. My colleague, Dr. James Kay, was conducting experiments at a highly classified site in the Deep Zone. He was assisted by my husband, Dr. Alan Turner. At 0400, their experiment unleashed a gamma-ray surge that instantly killed both of them. The surge was an impossible amount of energy, orders of magnitude greater than any man-made source. It also triggered hallucinations in anyone awake within a 10-mile radius. It was a burst of widespread insanity, but only for a short moment.
The hell is that? A spike puddle. That's probably going to do really bad things to my tyres if I drive over it. Let's not drive over it. But as I was mentioning, no stability anchors for me to harvest in this zone, and no stable exits from this zone either. However, because I've picked up, well, basically all of the available anchor energy in the previous zone, I have more than enough to open an exit. So I'm not necessarily going to die in here. I hope. Hang on a minute. Shit. Oh no. I had the floods on. How long have I had the floods on? Oh no. Oh, the battery's nearly dead. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I am about to die in this zone. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not getting through whatever's lying in wait for me in this zone on foot. Oh well, that's something to look forward to in the next video, I suppose. I'm such an idiot. Oh well. Oh, you never know. Maybe it'll be fine. Although I suspect probably not. Oh, I'm going to have to come up with a way of charging this battery, and quick. Otherwise this is going to be a very, very short journey. All of that and more coming up in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.